What on earth is Jared Allen doing here? Look at this right here. What on earth are you doing? Your man is here. He is setting a down screen. You need to be up here, attached to your man. What on earth? Like right here. So I am up and I'm showing. So this player cannot curl. He has to go out, and this player's chase can happen. But Jared Allen is down here doing what exactly? So now he can't defend the down screen, and this player's able to curl, get right into the lane for an easy two. If you want to switch the screen, Jared Allen's got to send Luka Doncic. Okay, stop. He's not going to be able to guard this ball one-on-one. You've got to get up and close this airspace. This player needs to get his back to the sideline and in. He can be as in as the block. So his right foot can be standing on the block, left foot in a wide stance. Okay, so you don't have to move. So now Jared Allen is up here, okay, and you are sending Doncic this way, right into a second defender, okay? And now I can just stunt without having to move, and I'm right there. I don't have to move anywhere, okay? I'm clogging up that driving lane, stunt, easily recover because I don't have to move inward. But Jared Allen cannot be left on an island guarding Luka Doncic. It doesn't work. Okay, I have no idea what this ball screen defense is. I literally don't have a clue, okay? So let's take a look. So I get this is an easy ball screen to hedge. Now, Lauri Markkanen can't be going underneath. He's got to be going over so Luka Doncic can't split through. But look at this. If I hedge this screen, Luka Doncic is basically at the sideline. So he's going to be picking up his dribble in a second, okay? Like literally 1 second. This player's popping. Where is he popping to? There's a backside defender right here whose man is all the way out here. So literally, I'm going to be hedging this screen. Luka Doncic is going to have to pick up his dribble, hesitate, or bring his dribble back in a second. Okay, so while this player pops, this player just slides over here, and in that, then this player can then come back over here, reverse, and bring that a backside defender back to his man, and we're good. But you're in I don't know what that is. All right, this is a strong side ISO for Kristaps Porzingis. All right, let's check it out. Stop. Okay, first of all, the Porzingis should never be allowed this way, ever in a strong side ISO, ever. Look at if I angle myself this way. This player, if he comes this way, this player's going to be able to dig and recover, okay? But once this player comes through, look, stop. You've got to bring him to the middle, and then this player's going to come and double, all right? On the rotation here, okay, this player just then, as on the drive and kick, would rotate out, okay? This player then rotates here. This player rotates there in unison. And then the man that goes to double takes this player, and this player falls back down onto this last Mavericks player here. But you've got to bring him to the middle of the floor. You've got to come double. It's a strong side ISO. It's very easy to double a strong side ISO. As you double, this player's coming up to Doncic, so don't worry about that. Okay? That's how you double. But instead, you let him go away from where there could be any double team, and it's an easy two. Terrible transition defense. Stop. So the Mavericks have the ball. Okay? If you just are sprinting in a straight line, we're fine. If you're going towards the middle, I guarantee you that this player will be ahead of you. Okay? Sprint in a straight line, we're fine. Go down the middle, we're not. See? You go down the middle. So you guarantee that this player's behind you, and it's a dunk. Horrible transition defense. You get back to bodies, not random spots on the floor, and you have to communicate. Stop. Right now. This player is coming over here to guard the ball. Lauri Markkanen needs to communicate. I got this player, okay? Jared Allen needs to communicate. I got this player. So this player here knows that he needs to go find a body elsewhere, which would be, of course, right here, okay? But look what happens. Nobody's communicating. I know that because we have 3 Cavs guarding 2 Mavericks. Nobody takes the wing till it's too late, and it's just a pump fake and go drive for a dunk. All right, more bad transition defense. Let's watch this player stop it. Stop with Darius Garland right here, okay? Darius Garland needs to just sprint back. Do not stop and guard the ball. You got to sprint back. Look what happens look how he's going towards the ball. See how he's going towards the ball instead of sprinting back? If he just sprints back here, now this player can go here, this player can go here, and this trailer's going to be coming back to help us out. But he goes towards the ball. So now this turns into a 2-on-1 and an easy dunk. Horrible transition defense. Let's look at Kevin Love right here. Why is Kevin Love jogging back? Look at this jogging. No, you have got to sprint back, okay? the worst thing that you'll do is give us an extra number on defense, which we badly need with Luka Doncic having the ball in the open floor. See, stop. If you were sprinting back, you'd be here, okay? And now Lauri Markkanen doesn't need to sag. He can get up, cut this dribble off right here, and force him to the middle of the floor where there's no place for him to go, okay? But instead, you are jogging back, so Lauri Markkanen ends up having to sag, and it leads to an open three. Why you don't guard, you're with your back to the sideline. So here comes a three. Stop. Okay, look at this. Why are you not right now? Why is your back to the sideline? Right now you should be underneath this player right here. Okay, with your back to the baseline. Okay, so then you can just turn and box him out using your butt. But look at this. This player's what is this? What the shot goes up? Why is your first instinct to turn your back to the sideline? Now this player has just a straight lane to the rim and a dunk. This is too far in away from the ball. Let's take a look. We always talk about it. Stop. Let's take a look at this person's feet. Oh, well, first of all, we'll take a look at this person's feet. That's mistake number one. You're supposed to be parallel to the block. This foot is not parallel to the block. Okay? So you're too far in. Number two is look, boom, dribbles picked up. Get back out right now. Now you should be sprinting out. Now. Okay, but look at how long, look at this. This ball's still in the air, and this player hasn't moved at all. Are you kidding me? So of course you're not going to get back. You already started too far in. Now you're not going to be able to get back out, and it's a two-shot foul. Terrible defense off of an offensive rebound. All right, stop. So right now, this is one, that's a terrible gamble. All right? Two, see, why is it a terrible gamble? Because right now, I'm very concerned with where Kristaps Porzingis is on the floor. Once he throws this ball out, I've got to see this as an opportunity to jam him, get him off his spot, get him out, make him catch the ball as far away as possible. Don't let him initiate contact. But look what happens. This player doesn't move. So now Kristaps Porzingis is able to get to wherever he wants to on the court, right where the block is, and by that, when he's caught the ball too low, it's too late, and it's two. Okay, so Maxi Kleber pops here. So we're going to pretend like we're hedging this ball screen. So so this ball screen gets set, he'd be popping over here in that scenario. Okay, first of all, the Cavs do nothing about this ball screen. You can't, that's just absurd. All right, so let's take a look right here. Okay, this is a hedge. Now, you have to keep in mind with hedging when this player comes off the screen. This is pretty close to the sideline where we're pushing this player out. The second this player hesitates, picks up his dribble, or brings his dribble back, I can go from hedging to then recovering and bumping. This would be your backside defender. This player would have to slide over. I can go from hedging to recovering, sending this player back, sending this player back. Okay? If this player isn't, first of all, I'm going to hedge high so he can't turn the corner. That's a must when you're hedging. But as long as he's attacking off my hip this way, continues to attack off my hip, I continue to hedge high. If he's doing anything other than that, I can recover. Okay? So we're going to hedge this ball screen here. Kleber's going to pop. We're going to need backside help for both of these two people. This player's going to slide down. Okay? So where do you have to go? Okay, if this player throws a pass back here, then look what can happen. Okay, this player can rotate back up here. Everybody then can come back. Kevin Love can come over here. This player can come back here, and this player can come back here. That's all. That's it. But instead, you do really nothing about the ball screen, and it's a layup. Cannot guard pass beyond the three-point line. Look at Lauri Markkanen. This is a massive no-no, okay? Kristaps Porzingis has the ball in the corner. I need to get halfway, okay? I'm halfway between the ball and the three-point line. My man's all the way out here. Beautiful, okay? So then this player doesn't need to sag. He can get up, bring Porzingis this way. Remember, I'm now right here. He comes this way. I can dig and easily recover because I don't have to move inward. If you don't have to move inward, you'll get back outward. I am not guarding somebody that's way out here, okay? But instead, you just leave this player on an island. Porzingis is going to destroy him, and it's going to lead to a two-shot foul. All right, if you're going to switch this ball screen, you've got to show some respect for Luka Doncic. Stop. Look at this player right here, all right? Look at his feet. This foot has got to be parallel to the block, okay? If my right foot here is parallel to the block, my left foot is out with a wide stance, there's no place for Luka Doncic to go. I can stunt without having to move inward. That's the whole key. I can stunt, and I'll easily be able to recover back out. but you are not anywhere near enough in the gaps for Luka Doncic after a ball screen switch. So now he's just going to go right to the rim for an easy two. So they're going to go with a strong side ISO for Doncic. This is very easy. Any strong side ISO is very, very easy to double team. This player just needs to come over here, all right? And now you're bringing Doncic to the middle. Stay out. Nobody needs to be in this charge circle here because we're bringing this player over here and we're just the double team, all right? Then this player's up the line, rotation number 1. This player, get up the line, rotation number 2, in unison with that first as the kick-out pass gets made, okay? This player rotates here. This player rotates down here. That all happens after this first kick-out pass happens. All those rotations happen in unison, okay? But instead, I mean, what is it? Jared Allen's going to try and defend in the lane, and now it's defensive 3 seconds, and Dallas is going to the line. This is so pathetic. All right, stop. This is off of a sideline out of bounds. If you're Kevin Love, your man is setting a cross screen. You get attached. You're attached to your man. So when this player comes through the cross screen, I'm jamming him off a spot, and this player can get on the other side. And then I'm still attached to my man. So if he pops to the three-point line, I'm right there. But look what Kevin Love does. He doesn't jam the man coming through. He shows. So now this player's wide open for 3. You can't get back to random spots on the floor. You get back to bodies. You get cross-matched in transition all the time. Where's Kevin Love going here? This is a random spot on the floor. This is a body. This is where you get back to. But again, Kevin Love's just standing in a random spot on the floor, so it's a rip-and-go drive and an open jumper. Okay, you cannot anticipate. If you're going under a ball screen right here, you cannot anticipate going under. Stop. Guard Luka Doncic one-on-one. Guide him into this screen. You know what's a lot easier to go under is if the ball screen is set out here. Then I can actually jam the screener with my body, show my hands while doing it, and then I'm just on the other side and there's nothing to do. Why? Because I've been guarding Luka Doncic one-on-one and this ball screen is getting set way beyond the three-point line. Instead, you're anticipating a screen going under, so look where this ball screen's allowed to get set, right at the three-point line. So yeah, of course Luka Doncic is going to hit a 3. Empty side ball screens. This is going to be a pick and pop. These are the easiest to hedge, all right? But this player, you're going to run drop coverage, and this player is going to get right to the rim for a 2-shot foul, okay? So right here, look at this. Hedge this screen, okay? Look at how close this player is to the sideline. The second he picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, which is going to be happening in probably a second, I can recover back over here. In the meantime, I need backside help when Luka Doncic pops, okay? But again, I'm pushing this player so close to the sideline, I'm going to be able to recover in a very quick amount of time and push you back over here. And in the meantime, by the way, this player can occupy these 2 Mavericks players 2 passes away. But instead, you're in drop coverage, and it's an absolute disaster as usual. All right, first of all, if you switch this screen, Lauri Markkanen's got a race to get under the three-point line, okay? Just at or under the three-point line, okay? Porzingis is all the way out here. Because look what happens. Stop. Lauri Markkanen should be racing to get under this to the three-point line, okay? Or maybe even a half step under. And Jared Allen's got to cut off this dribble and bring him right here. So now there's no place for Doncic to go. I can stunt. I can easily recover, okay? But Jared Allen's sagging like this, okay? So he's not forcing Luka Doncic to only go to the middle. Lauri Markkanen isn't even there yet. So now you let Luka Doncic go away from the gap help. Now that's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is oh my God, Darius Garland. Watch him right there. Okay? You have to see the ball and your man at all times. You have to have your head on a swivel. First of all, his back should be to the baseline. Okay? So he's seeing ball and he's seeing man. Pointers out. Okay? Head on a swivel. I'm not taking my eye off either for more than a second. But watch what Darius Garland. Look at this ball watching. And then this player just cuts right for 2. All right, stop. You have a gap defender literally standing right here. If you are Lauri Markkanen, just angle Doncic this way, bring him into this gap defender. There's no place for him to go. Why on God's green earth would you let him go this way where there's no help? And the Mavericks are in the bonus. So look what happens. You let him go away from your gap help, and now it's a cheap foul, and Doncic is going to the line shooting 2. All right, you can't throw, when you are leaning away, okay, so this player is going to start leaning out of bounds, okay? When you are saving the ball, you can never just throw this ball underneath the basket, okay? You can't. You cannot just throw it this way. You have got to throw it this way, okay, to one of these players. Because this isn't going to happen, but on the off chance that Tim Hardaway does come in and intercept this, look what can happen. Now I can guard the ball. Now Lauri Markkanen can come in and help out with the ball. Now this player can come in and help out with Doncic or the other player. Okay, we have 3 players to do that. When you just chuck the ball underneath the basket and Doncic steals it, there's nothing you can do. These strong side ISOs are so easy to double team. It's honestly even stupid not to. Look at this. This player just needs to rotate here. We're not trapping. We're just coming over here. And now we're sending Porzingis this way. There's no place to go. This player needs to get up the line, and then you rotate here on this initial pass. As that initial pass is happening, this player's rotating here, and this player's going to rotate over here. And then on that initial pass, okay, this player is going to rotate onto this body right here, pushing this player back over here, and then this player bumps back down there, okay? And you're good. But you don't double, and now you just let Porzingis go one-on-one, and you let Jared Allen get fried. Cavs are in a 3-2 zone. When 2 people are guarding one person, that means 0 people is guarding another. Stop. Look at right now. Stop. Okay, we have 2 people guarding one. Okay, this player right here is guarding this player. This player comes to the middle. This is your responsibility. Jared Allen can't leave this dunker spot because there's a man right in his area of the zone. So why is this player going up? This player's guarding him. You're staying and guarding the middle of the zone. Jared Allen's has to stay in this dunker spot. But 2 people guard the top of the zone. Nobody guards the middle, so Jared Allen has to vacate the dunker spot. And it ends up being an easy dunk. Right, so you switch this screen. That's fine. But Jared Allen, why are you sagging? And why are you angling Doncic this way? Okay? Flip your hips. All right? Turn him into... This player can get up the line even a little bit. Okay? But I need to force Doncic this way. Right here. This defender can stunt, get the dribble picked up past the free throw line, and easily recover. And I don't have to move inward. If you're able to just stunt without moving inward with your feet, you're fine. You'll always get back outward. But Jared Allen's not even bringing him to the right area of the floor. He sags into 3. All right, this is awful defense here. Look at this. So Kristaps Porzingis is going to fake like he's going to set the screen and just slip it. All right? Switching is not easy. If Jared Allen says switch, then you have to switch. Whether the screen gets set or not, it's bang, bang. Jared Allen's got to get up. You got to get under. But if you don't hear switch, okay, then you're not switching. And Jared Allen doesn't call out switch clearly because Kristaps Porzingis slips the screen and doesn't actually set the screen. Okay? So Jared Allen's just going to go with them as Kristaps Porzingis doesn't set the screen. But this player's switching nothing. You haven't heard switch. You can never just assume someone else is going to switch. The ball screen was never set, and it just leads to a wide open 3. This is a horrendous gamble. If you're Darius Garland, stop. Dallas has the ball. Sprint back. Sprint back. Give us extra numbers on defense. But nope, Darius Garland's going to gamble. Look at that. This is a gamble, going towards the ball and not getting back. So now look, now you don't get the ball, now you're beat. Now you've given up numbers in transition, and it's going to lead Luka Doncic right to the rim and a 2-shot foul. Again, you're either switching or you're not. Okay, stop. Are you calling out switch here? If you're calling out switch here, then you're up, you're underneath. But you can't, this player's going to slip the screen, okay? So if you haven't called out switch, then this player's got to take the ball, and you got to guard the screener, okay? Look what happens here. What is this player doing? This player's jumping out like he's going to switch. Well, you never called it, so this player's going to fight through. So now you let this player just slip the screen and end up with a wide open alley-oop. Terrible transition defense here. With Luka Doncic in the open court, stop it right now. Jared Allen has got to get beneath the three-point line, okay? Because look what happens. If Jared Allen's below the three-point line, I can cut Luka Doncic's dribble off and send him right into a gap defender where there's no place for him to go, okay? But instead, you get beat away from the gap help, and now look, now that forces traffic at the rim, and now it's going to lead to a wide-open catch-and-shoot 3 in the corner. You cannot run drop coverage with Luka Doncic as the ball handler. You just can't. Look at this. You're just giving him a 2-on-1. What do you think's going to happen? All right? So let's back it up. This is another ball screen I hedge. I want Doncic out of the lane. Okay? The second he picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, or does anything other than just keep attacking off my hip, which just brings him further away from the basket, I can then stop hedging and recover. In the meantime, I'm hedging here. Backside defender is stepping up here. If he makes a skip pass from all the way over here, it's a very easy recovery this way on the airtime of that pass. But you're running a defense giving up a 2-on-1 with Luka Doncic as the ball handler. Again, if you're Kevin Love, you can't get beat away from where your gap help is. Look at this. First of all, Ricky Rubio, all right, I don't know, back should not be to the sideline. He should have his back to the baseline and in a step. Kristaps Porzingis is way out here. Who cares? All right? So right now, Kevin Love can turn his body, bring him this way. There's no place to go. I can stunt without moving and easily recover to Porzingis, who's almost at half court. All right? But instead, Doncic is going to go away from the gap help, so now that sends help at the rim. No one to help the helper, and it's an alley-oop. Okay, you cannot run drop coverage with Luka Doncic. Look, this ball screen is set so high. Look at how high this ball screen is set. You do not need to run drop coverage. You can easily jam the screener and go under, okay? You jam the screener showing your hands, okay, and you just jam them a little bit so that this route underneath is easy and you're fine. That's what you do with ball screens set this high, okay? But, I mean, to be running drop coverage again with Doncic, you're just giving him the lane, forcing help, and now it's an easy three. So this is the problem with drop coverage right here. Another problem with it is that this player is dropping towards the ball, so this big gets to just roam to wherever he wants to. So now look, now when Doncic comes this way and misses this layup, look, this player's in perfect offensive rebounding positioning, and it's going to draw a two-shot foul. So again, I'm hedging this ball screen, all right? Right now, again, I'm up. See, I'm pushing this player out this way. The second he hesitates, picks his dribble up, or brings his dribble back, and that's going to happen pretty soon because he's pretty close to the sideline, I can just recover back onto my man. In the meantime, where's this player rolling to? The backside help is literally standing and waiting right here. Okay? That's it. There's no place to roll to. So hedge this screen. Okay? But instead, you're in drop coverage. Now this big gets to look at how low he gets. So now it's just a missed layup. It doesn't matter, and it's a two-shot foul. You have to jam the screener if you're going under. Stop. If you're going under this screen, this player should be up, jamming the screen with his body, showing his hands. So this player has a lesser route to have to go underneath. See, when you don't jam the screener, when you go under, now this player is not able to get on the other side in time, and this player is going to drive right to the rim, and it's a layup. Okay, I am going under this screen. This screen is set at almost half court. So what does this player need to do? Okay, this player needs to jam the screener with his body right now. Okay, see, right now I'm jamming the screener with his body, so it's a much lesser route underneath, and I'm fine. But if you're going to hedge this ball screen, which I wouldn't, what is this player doing? You're hedging a ball screen like this. You don't go under. You're hedging, and you're going over, okay, and then this player recovers. And then, you have some backside help right here. But again, I'm just jamming and going under. It's that simple. But you don't even hedge the ball screen right, and it just leads to a wide open three. These strong side ISOs are so easy to double team, but the Cavs, of course, don't do it right. Look, stop. Slide over. All right? So now we're bringing Luka Doncic this way. This player's got to go with his man. This player certainly needs to get up the line and guard his man. Okay? So when this player comes over here, now I'm starting to cheat up a little bit. And as the kick-out pass gets made here, I'm up. Okay? And then what? This player's back over here. He slides here. Okay? And this player goes back here. The man that on the kick-out pass. So on this first kick-out pass, all this rotating's happening. This player's already up the line. Boom, I'm rotating. Okay? This player rotates here. Okay, this player rotates here, and the man that doubles falls onto this last player here. That's how you double team. You don't double team from the rim. By that point, it's too late, and your rotations are way out of whack. And now it's just going to eventually lead to this play. The defense is scrambling, and it leads to this player getting an easy shot at the rim. All right, what is Lauri Markkanen doing here? This ball screen's happening. You're not a part of it. So what are you doing? Get up over here. Again, you should be right around here, maybe parallel to the block. You can have your right foot parallel to the block, as the block. This is not parallel to the block. This is, I don't know, this is just total no man's land. So now it's just an easy skip pass and a wide open three. I mean, you have no chance of getting out to because you're just so far inside the paint in no man's land. Again, this is the issue with drop coverage. This big gets to go wherever he wants to on the floor. Look at this. You're going to run it. They run a twist screen, and now look. This is so Jared Allen has to drop towards the ball. So now this player's going to get as low as he needs to. Look where he got you sealed now and that's just an easy dunk. I am hedging this ball screen. It is an empty side ball screen. Well, actually, it's not an empty side ball screen. I'm sorry. I'm still hedging this screen, though. Okay? Right here, I'm pushing this player out this way. Okay? This is a really easy ball screen to hedge. Remember, the second this ball handler picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, I can start to recover back. Okay? Anytime he does anything other than just attacking off my hip this way, okay, I can recover back. In the meantime, hedge, backside defender right here. Okay, skip pass, easy to recover on the airtime of that pass because I'm pushing this guard out of the lane. But instead, you're in drop coverage. You let this big seal Jared Allen and put him in a terrible spot, and it's a dunk. Horrible transition defense. Stop. There is no excuse for this guard to get ahead of this big. You just sprint in a straight line, in a straight line, in a straight line. Okay? You can then come over and guard the player one-on-one towards the three-point line. But if you go down the middle, you're going to guarantee yourself one thing, that this player is going to get behind you. And look at this. That's exactly what happens. See that? And it results in a layup. All right, again, you're in drop coverage, so what does this also allow? This allows this guard to snake dribble, keep the guard on his back, and it just guarantees him an open jumper. Okay, so again, this one is so easy to hedge. My God. Get up, push this guard out this way. There's no place for this player to roll. The backside help is standing and waiting. Are you kidding me? But instead, you're in backside help, so now this guard has to fight over the top, snake dribble to keep him behind him, and an open jumper. Again, you're in drop coverage. What does that mean? That means that Boban Marjanovic, this player's dropping towards the ball, so Marjanovic is going to be the one to initiate contact. See, look at this. See how he's initiating contact? So now he's catching the ball way too low, and it's just an easy 2. So again, empty side ball screens are the easiest ball screens to hedge possible. Okay? Right now, get up. All right? Push this guard out this way. This player is stepping over in backside help. This player just comes over here and occupies these Mavericks players 2 passes away. Okay? And then we're good. Empty side ball screens are so easy to hedge. But instead, you're in drop coverage, letting Marjanovic seal off the big, and there's 2. Horrible transition defense. You've got to communicate, okay? Stop. Right here, this player's got to get back. Wow, this is getting back to a random spot on the floor. Find a body. Right here, this player's telling you, come guard this player. So you need to immediately come over here so this player can shift over here. But look what happens. We end up with 2 people guarding the ball, nobody guarding this player, and look, now it's just a rip-and-go drive, and it's going to end up in an easy 2. So this is a ball screen you have to switch because it's set too low. Any ball screen set inside the three-point line, you just have to switch, okay? You can't run drop coverage. You can't hedge. You have to switch. So this player needs to get up and be ready to switch. This player is paramount that he gets underneath because he needs to be the one to initiate contact. You have to be the one to initiate contact with Marjanovic, okay? Jam him for real estate. Every inch you make him earn, okay? But again, instead you're going to be in drop coverage on a ball screen set inside the three-point line. I mean, it's going to end up in an easy 2-shot foul for the Mavericks. Okay, the camera angle doesn't allow me to see, but this can never happen with Marjanovic. Look at this separation here with Marjanovic. Right, like now when we can't even see anything, you should be battling for real estate. Okay, there can't be separation here. Right now, you got to be up and jamming this player right here, jamming him, getting him out of the paint, making him catch the ball out as far out as possible. And I am certainly the one to initiate contact. But all of that should have been happening well before I even get to see this. This type of separation with Marjanovic cannot happen in the paint. Okay? And look what happens. He's catching this too low, and now he's just going to go right up for an easy 2. Got to be further in here in the gaps. Stop. First of all, why is this player's back to the sideline? It should be to the baseline. Open up, and then be another step in. Remember, if you don't, you can be as far in as the block. Okay? Your outside foot, which would be your left foot, can be as far in as the block. So you certainly should be more in here with your back to the baseline. Remember, if you don't have to move inward, if your feet don't take you inward, and you just stunt and recover, you'll be fine. So there's no excuse for you not to be in the gaps here and let this player through for an easy 2. Horrible transition defense. This player should not be jogging or backpedaling. Sprint back, okay? Back, back, back. So you're able to actually guard the ball one-on-one. Also, these players cannot be jogging back to the three-point line. Give us extra numbers on defense. Give us gap help. But look what happens. This player never actually gets over to guard the ball one-on-one. And again, if these players had sprinted back, they wouldn't be here. They'd be right here. So now I could just easily send this player this way, and there's no place to go. But there's just too much jogging going on, and it's an easy layup. You get back in transition to a body, not a random spot on the floor. This couldn't be a more random spot on the floor right here. Go to a body right here, up. What on earth are you doing? You get back to a random spot on the floor, so it leads to a wide open 3.